Hello, this is Dan Ferrisi, Editor-in-Chief with Commercial Integrator. So happy to be joined today by Steve Seminario, who is VP Product Marketing with Planar. We're going to be talking today about large format displays to go along with our large format display deep dive, which will be all over Commercial Integrator magazine and commercialintegrator.com throughout the month of April. Steve, thank you so much for joining me today, sharing some of your insights about the large format display category and what Planar is doing within it.
Thanks, Dan. Good to see you again.
Always nice to see you. Do you want to start with giving me kind of an overview of Planar's large format and video wall lines?
Yeah, absolutely. So all our products really fall into three main technology categories. So large format LCD, really we have a line from 49-inch all the way up to 100-inch touch and non-touch displays. And then we have a line of tiled LCD displays. So these are 55-inch LCD displays that you tile together that have a very small 1 millimeter bezel. And then finally, the biggest category really in the industry and also for Planar and also the highest growth is direct view LED, where we have a pretty extensive line of products there. So everything we sell kind of falls into one of those three categories.
Right. So what are some of the trends that you're seeing across those categories, across those display lines? I know Planar and you in particular have your finger right on the pulse of display trends. So what are you seeing across your lines, across the categories that Planar plays in?
Yeah, well, there really is a place for all the different products. If you're looking for a display that's 100 inches or smaller, really large format LCD gives great performance at a great price, touch or non-touch versions. And for Planar specifically, beyond just visual performance, we focus a lot on the really commercial grade quality, long life, great connectivity for popular room control systems, that type of thing. On the tiled LCD, that category has really been kind of flat and declining as direct view LED has gotten so much more popular with these seamless video walls. But there are applications where tiled LCD is still really the preferred solution. So for instance, if you're looking for a lot of pixel density, like either close viewing distances or very high resolution information that you're looking at, and you're able to arrange your information so that the seams don't really get in the way of the viewing experience, then tiled LCD is the way to go. I mean, it's really great performance, really great pixel density at a great price. And then really, as I said, the big category is direct view LED. And one of the great characteristics about direct view LED is really its versatility. So using that technology, you can really design, and we have, and other companies have designed products very specific to different applications. So whether it's a high resolution boardroom or control room, or a really creative lobby display or an outdoor display, or if you're looking for really on-camera performance, there's direct view LED products that are really optimized for all these different environments.
And I do want to dig just a little bit deeper, if possible, into direct view LED, because as you say, it really is a very strong category. We're seeing growth as far as overall market share from what Commercial Integrator has seen. Do you want to pinpoint any specific trends or anything about the continued ascendance of LED? Not that it's to the exclusion of other display technologies. As you say, there are other display technologies that are very well suited for certain applications, but it does seem like I'm not going too far out on a limb to say that direct view LED is getting a lot of attention these days.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of investment and a lot of different technology trends there. I'll point out a few. The first that's been there all along is really declining pixel pitch, so smaller pixel pitch or greater pixel density at a lower price. And that's a trend that just continues, although I'd say they're diminishing returns. We have 0.6 millimeter commercial LED available. So you really have great solutions for almost any type of application. The other one where we're investing a lot and other companies have been investing a lot is in micro LED. You're able to really, with micro LED, not only achieve finer pitch, but just better looking visual performance, better blacks, higher brightness, but using less power. And there's also a lot of investment going into more just new manufacturing technology around micro LED, which will make it even more attractive in the coming years. A third technology area that we hear a lot about, or use area really, is fine pitch outdoor. So people looking for sort of a closer viewing distance, but in an outdoor display. And so we've put a lot into that, and other companies have as well. So you can see down to like 1.2 millimeter in a fully outdoor display with a beautiful coating on the outside that really helps with direct sunlight or other outdoor conditions. And we just see a lot of growing interest in that. And the final one I'll mention, it's a big one, is really on camera performance, whether it's for virtual production or extended reality or broadcast. This interplay between the LED screen and the cameras and all their different settings has become really critical in these applications where you're not optimizing for someone looking directly at the screen. You're really optimizing for someone viewing the content coming out of that camera and wanting that to look perfectly realistic, or really to give the effect that the creative person is looking for. So there's a lot that's gone into that, but there's a lot that's continuing to go into that to just make that easier to get really great in-camera and on-camera results. So those are the few things that we see a lot of work going into on the LED side.
Well, we've only been speaking for 7 or 8 minutes, Steve, and already you've given us so many powerful trends, so much information. I really appreciate the perspective that you bring, that Planar brings. For those in our audience who want to learn more about Planar's solutions, maybe want to just capture more of Planar's thought leadership on these topics, where can they go? What can they do? How can people get even more of what we've given them a taste of so far?
Well, one of the things that's a real asset for Planar is with North America, we have a large and very experienced sales force, group of applications engineers and service technicians throughout North America. And they really spend a lot of their time talking to customers about these trade-offs, about how to optimize for their application. So they're a great resource. They're also supported by 17 showrooms that we have throughout North America. You know, sometimes you just have to see it. You have to see the two pitches next to each other or the two different display technologies to make the final decision. So that's a great resource. And then finally, just for product information and some of our online design tools and our case study application, those are all on planar.com.
Well, thank you so much, Steve, for what has been a really informative conversation. I'm grateful for you taking some time to inform not only Commercial Integrator's audience, but also me about the trends you're seeing in not only direct view LED, but also tiled LCD video walls and display technologies generally in these large format applications we're talking about. Really appreciate the illumination you've provided us today.
Thank you.
My name is Dan Ferrisi, Editor-in-Chief with Commercial Integrator. So happy to have been joined by Steve Seminario, who is VP Product Marketing with Planar. Please join us once again on commercialintegrator.com for more content related to our large format display deep dive, which will be all over our website throughout the month of April, as well as the lead feature in our April issue of Commercial Integrator magazine. As always, thank you so much, Steve, and thank you, Planar, for sharing your knowledge and your thought leadership with us.